welcome back. Today I have a vegan empties for you guys. I feel like I've been doing more of these recently, but really I try to keep them to like one a month. And I feel like that's probably what it's been, but I don't know. I feel like I've been doing more and more of them. That just means that I've been getting my hands on new things every month, which is so cool. When I first started doing these videos, like I didn't really know how many I would really have for you guys. And I think we're at like 50 or 60 something at this point. And the point is they just keep coming out with more and more things. I try not to be repetitive with them. And I don't feel like, aside from maybe a few, that I have repeated any, which is crazy. You guys still seem to really enjoy them, so it is my pleasure to continue to do them. If you have not seen a video though like this from me, I do have an entire playlist dedicated to them, and it's just my way of giving quick little reviews on recent vegan friendly things that I've come upon, where I got them, would I get them again, all the things you need to know. And then of course, if you've tried any of these things, sound off below and let us know too where you find them, if it's not where I said I found them at, and maybe that can help someone that may not have the same grocery stores that I have and stuff. And then of course, sound off with your opinions as well. That's the point, is we give each other feedback and it works out really well. Round and round we go. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy. Please do give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. And be sure you're subscribed if you're not already. I'd love to have you come along. Let's just get into it. All right, I won't spend that much time because the last like 3 or 4 videos have had this in it. So you've probably heard me talk about it at this point, but yeah, I have 2 in here. I do. The Soom. Oh my goodness. This dark chocolate sea salt tahini is sinful, and that is coming from someone who doesn't love tahini. I don't, which is kind of strange because I love sesame seeds. I do, and sesame seeds is what tahini is. It's just ground up pureed sesame seeds, and I don't hate it, but it's just not something I really go to. I've mentioned this before, in fact, that when a recipe calls for tahini, I prefer using like a cashew butter typically, just because I do prefer the flavor. But anyway, this whole thing right here, this is incredible. This is amazing. Came in a vegan cuts box a couple months ago and we fell in love, and the next day we went on Amazon and purchased it. And I think actually both of these were from the Amazon purchase. Now with that, on my last Thrive haul, I shared with you guys that that's where I had gotten it, and it's about 16, 17 bucks for a 2-pack on Amazon. Well, on Thrive, they had it on sale last week for like $4 something, almost $5. So it was a really, really good deal per thing. And so I stocked up on 4 more of those. Yes, I did. Now it's also at Whole Foods too, but I don't know 100% if every flavor variety is carried there. And that's because they do have just a chocolate one. They have regular tahini too. When I say regular chocolate, like without the sea salt. And then they have the vanilla bean one, which we did get our hands on. I did order also through Amazon, and I do really like that one. It's not empty yet, so I don't have it here, but I'll give you a little feedback too. It definitely carries more of a tahini flavor, even though it's still very sweet, and the vanilla bean totally comes through. It does be really good on like a French toast or even like oatmeal, anything really. But it does have more of a tahini flavor. This you would not know is tahini at all. I don't even know the best way to describe it other than sheer bliss of just rich dark chocolate and sea salt. If you like that combo, just trust me on this one. You're gonna be obsessed just like I am. It's incredible. So I'll link my Thrive below, because I do have a promo code you're welcome to use if you don't already have a Thrive membership. Put that in your cart, and then put the fruit spread from Thrive in your cart too. Just trust me on those things. But again, it is on Amazon too, and then check your local Whole Foods as well, and hopefully they'll have that flavor, because that is a must. It is so, so good. Anyway, all right, I said I wasn't gonna spend a lot of the time, but I lied, and here we are. So anyway, next one is from Planet Oat, and it's the top of the mint fudge swirl ice cream. Now I got this at our local, we're in Vegas, local Veg and Out market. It's an all vegan grocery store, which is really, really cool. But with that said, like a lot of the things that they do carry are things that you can again find at different places. This Planet Oat brand I first came upon here actually. I never saw it in California before we moved last year, which by the way, it's been like a full year now. It's so crazy. But it probably is there now. I just think it's newer. But where I first came upon this brand was at Smith's or Kroger. I've had their oat milk and it is really, really good. I've mentioned this before, in fact, maybe on an Empties, that to me, it tastes like, you know, cereal milk, the milk that's left over from a bowl of cereal, assuming it's like a fruity one. It tastes like that. It does. The vanilla one, so good. I loved it. So anyway, I think though with this brand, you're probably gonna be able to find it at like other grocery stores too. And I think even, does Sprouts have it? I think they do. Point is, I think you're gonna be able to find this at different locations too, even if you don't have like an exclusive, just vegan grocery store where you're at. Now, I really enjoyed it. I mean, there's a lid. I ate it, I consumed it. I did not share either. Actually, I did give Nate a bite, one bite. And you guys know I love mint. Mint is like my jam, is my favorite thing. And he took a bite and he was like, meh, whatever. I was like, whatever, it's mine then, get away. But I kind of agree. As much as I love mint, chocolate combo, it was a little lackluster to me because there are so many good vegan ice creams out there on the market. There is. And actually, we're still gonna do it for you guys. We just haven't had a chance to, like, our schedules have not really come together. But I know one of you wanted us to do like a ice cream taste test of a bunch of different ones out there because they've launched so many now. They really have. And I'm down to do that. But the point is, they really have. And there's just so many good ones that this was good, but it wasn't like mind blowing, but it was good. I'd get it again. I'd eat it for sure. Does that help? Okay, next one I actually found at Sprouts. I'm trying to think if I saw it somewhere else too, but Sprouts I know for sure, the Good Planet Foods smoked Gouda. And it comes in this little round packaging, just like you're probably thinking, the Laughing Cow cheeses. And then it comes with like the little triangle wedges in here to make the circle. And I really wondered, like, would it be creamy enough? Because that's, you know, technically I've never had Laughing Cow cheese. I don't think. I mean, don't hold me to it, but I don't think I have. But my understanding is it's very, very creamy, and that's why people love it so much. And I get it, I totally get it. And so I just wondered, would this like take on that consistency? And it did, and it tastes like Gouda. It was so good. It's a little pricey, but I think it's one of those, it's like a fun little snack to change it up. Maybe not like a weekly staple, you know? But maybe, hey, do you, you know? But I really, really enjoyed it. And I've mentioned it before that the Good Planet cheeses, I originally came upon them at Aldi. I wonder if Aldi has this. We don't have one here anymore, but back in California, that's where I had first found that brand for like their slices and shreds and stuff. And I love this brand. Overall, I don't really know of any that I don't like. So if you see the Good Planet brand, get it. I think you'll really like it. But yeah, Aldi, and then at Grocery Outlet, again, we do not have that here, but these are some other options where you might find that brand. And please stock up. So this one was really cool to find recently, the Tattooed Chef plant-based burritos. I got these at Smith's, again, Kroger, and this was new to me. I have not seen these anywhere, and I know that Target has a really good selection of Tattooed Chef products, but I could have missed them, but I don't even feel like I've seen these there either. So I don't know if they're like just really new or exclusive to just certain grocery stores. I don't know, but these are wonderful. And when I hauled them, I remember one of you said that this was your favorite, the beefy nacho burrito, hello. And this one was okay, but definitely preferred this one. And this one here is the chicken and roasted street corn burrito. So I got 2 each, and I did that so that Nate and I could both, you know, try them both. And it's kind of funny because I'm with you. I like this one more too. I do think this one's really good, but it's definitely heavy on the corn, which I still love. I do, but it's a little bit maybe too heavy. I mean, I know it says it's in there, but like, I'm just saying. I just like the flavor of this more, but I mean, nacho cheese is like one of my favorite things, so makes sense. But Nate actually preferred this one, but he liked both of them too, and I agree, I liked both of them as well. Now, these are also gluten-free and soy-free, and a grain-free tortilla. My goodness, like normally stuff like that, don't get me wrong, it's not that it's bad, but it's usually not great, you know? These were so good, they really were. quick little easy meal. And like, obviously you can add like some salsa to it and guac or whatever, just to like, you know, zhuzh it up. You got yourself a little treat. Just a wonderful. Next one here I got again, and I honestly, I cannot like pinpoint where this might be otherwise, but again, sound off if you know. I got this at that vegan grocery store, but this is by White Mountain from Austin, Texas. I guess White Mountain is the brand. This chorizo, it's plant-based, 100% vegan, fully cooked chorizo here. Very, very good. I tried a bite of it. Nate made this with like a tofu scramble, and at first he was like, oh, I like this. This is really, really good. And then he's like, okay, it's spicy, it's hot. But you know, Nate, it doesn't take much. And so this wasn't like a favorite for him just because of that. But again, that first bite, he was all about it. The flavor is good. It's just a little too spicy for him. What I like about it though, for sure, is the ingredients on here, right on the back. It just says wheat gluten, water, canola oil, chili powder, garlic powder, vinegar, salt, spices, no MSG. Like that's it. That's really not much, which is pretty cool too to see. I'm gonna still say it's recommended by us, but if you are kind of sensitive to spice, just keep that in mind that this was, I guess, a little bit on the spicy side. I don't really see that, but you know, anyway. I don't know, but yeah, White Mountain, let me know if you know where you can find that in other stores. So this was also from there as well, and I put it in here because I couldn't stand the smell, and from that grocery store, but I'll do it. It's not too bad now. But I know you can find these at Whole Foods as well. The Mia plant-based deli slices. Now, I had mentioned that these are kind of like maybe one of the closest to finding like salami or prosciutto, which this one is trying to be prosciutto. Now, Ives also sells like pepperoni and stuff. I don't know if they have like a true prosciutto or salami though. They might, I don't know. But the thing with this, to me, I've seen it in Whole Foods before. I have multiple times, but I've always passed it because it looks like Play-Doh. It just does. Now, I want to be nice. I don't want to knock it, but that's just what I've always seen. It just looks like Play-Doh. And, it has, it has the smell that we could appreciate what it's trying to do. Go with me. But no, it's Play-Doh though. It's the texture for me. And then the smell with the texture is just not it. But I know that some of you really like it. And I say buy more then. Like if you love it, you'll love it. And that's awesome. And that's so great that there are things out there like this for us, you know? But it ain't it for me. All right, this next one again, you can tell I finished stuff up because I did do that haul from that grocery store, the vegan one, about a month ago, and now we're getting through it all. But this is by Vienna is the brand. Shenandoah, am I saying that right? Shenandoah? I don't know. I will say this was a success. We actually just finished this up the other day, but made with wheat protein too and tofu in it, and it was very, very similar to me to the tofurkey deli slices, which are very thinly sliced as is, but I felt like these were even maybe a slightly like more thin, I guess, and a little bit smaller rounds, but very, very flavorful, very salty, but you know, like in a good way. And again, this is pretty much like ingredients you can read, which is really nice, and minimal too. So I liked this, but the problem again with this one, let me know, I don't know where it's at. I have not seen this anywhere else at all. You guys know we're huge fans of tofurkey, so we pretty much just stick to that. So that works for us. But if I saw this in stores, I would absolutely get it again. I really would. All right. I did a thing. This is new from Trader Joe's, newish. And I saved one in here, just one. So I could eat it with you and show it to you in this moment. Look at that. This is amazing. Now, when I hold it, oh, one of you said that you can only buy 2 bags at a time. It's like a 2-bag max because that's not like Trader Joe's rule, but that's your own rule, and I get it. And that's what I did too. I took your advice because there's no chill with this. Like, you're just gonna eat this whole bag up. Like, it was really hard for me to leave that one. So good. What's cool about this, I feel like, I'm sorry I didn't tell you exactly what it is, but you can see it, but it's peanut butter caramel coated popcorn. Hello, so amazing. I love me a chocolate peanut butter combo, but it does make me think of my mom because my mom does not. And it's very strange because she likes chocolate. It's not like her favorite thing, but she likes it. And then she likes peanut butter. Again, probably not a favorite. Can't relate. But she does not like the combo together of chocolate and peanut butter. She doesn't like it. And I'm like, what? Most of the time though, that's what you find, right? That's just such a common combination. And I thought this was really cool that like they left the chocolate out because they totally could have added it and this would have still been amazing in my opinion and probably most people. But I think it's really cool that they came out with something that doesn't have that chocolate peanut butter combo, and that peanut butter flavor really comes through. I feel like at first you get the caramel and then you get the peanut butter and it just lingers and melts in your mouth. You're welcome. It's so good. I'm like salivating from that one piece. Yep, it's amazing. But I mean, you know, again, probably just stick to the 2-bag rule so you don't, you know, eat it all in one day, but I mean, hey, do you, whatever. Nate picked these up just the other day at Whole Foods actually, and I've had them before. In fact, I may have showed this on a Empties, but it's probably been years. But I could be wrong on that too as far as the flavor goes. I don't remember, but I know you can find these at Sprouts too. It's by Starlight Cuisine, and they're the rolled tacos. I love these. Nate loved them too. He's like, I don't think I've ever tried them. He brought them home. They must have been on sale or something. I don't know. It was kind of random. And I was like, I think they're really good too because I remembered them. However, my only little gripe with them, but then, you know, sometimes there has to just be a place for it. But you get 6 rolled tacos in here. They are a decent size. They are. I will give it that. But the serving size on these, and they say it's the garlic chicken, delish, is one for 140 calories for one. I could throw down this box easily. That's my only thing. But I think it also just is what it is, and it's not trying to be like healthy. It's just trying to be good, and they've nailed that. It's awesome. It is. But that's my only thing. I'm like, oh my gosh, when I looked at it, I was like, oh yeah, you know, 140 calories, and you probably get like 2 or 3, which, you know, that's not bad. And I'm like, 1? What do you want me to do with that? But my latest go-to with this actually has been putting 2 in the air fryer with sweet potato fries, like just freshly chopped sweet potato, throw it into the air fryer with this, 15 minutes. I usually put them in about halfway because they don't need that much time, but that's been like my dinner go-to. So simple, so good. Kind of a weird combo, I guess, but I've been loving it. I don't know. I recommend them. Just know that you could throw those down too. There's a time and place for everything, you know? These I actually shared on a recent vlog, and we showed them kind of up close and stuff. And unfortunately, these were definitely a miss for both Nate and I. And again, this is from that vegan grocery store too. It's the All Vegetarian Incorporated brand. And with that, I have not seen this anywhere else either. So I'm not 100% sure, but with this one in particular, just was a miss for us. It just was. It wasn't the texture. It has kind of a weird smell too, kind of hard to describe, but the texture, I could not. I love the concept. It looked pretty legit at first, but it just wasn't really it. And we mentioned too on this that like on the packaging, we just kind of like heated it up in a pan. There's no directions like at all on it of like the preferred method. I don't know. This was a miss, and this was pretty pricey too, at least there. So I mean, I'm gonna assume it's still kind of pricey wherever it's sold, but let that one go. With that, we had redemption because this was also from there, and I put it in this bag too so it didn't get all yucky. But showed this a couple weeks ago too. Maybe it was on that same one. I think it might have been actually. But this is from Thrilling Foods. and I have good and bad news with this as far as like the brand goes. This bacon, I was so excited to try because the picture of it or how it looked in the package was just like, what? Oh, crazy. Pretty pricey, but I had high hopes because it just looked so good, and it did not disappoint at all. Like, we loved it. So I looked online for you guys of like, where can you find this? Because I've seen this nowhere, and that's kind of the bad news with it. I don't think it's at very many like chain type grocery stores, but I'm gonna link them below, and there's like a location finder thing, and see if there's one near you of like, it seems like they stick to kind of specialty grocery stores that are in different, you know, towns and stuff. So hopefully you could, you know, find it. Like example, in Vegas, it's at that one grocery store, that vegan one. And I will definitely get it again, even though it's pricey. And it is. This was about 15 bucks for like that much, you know? It was incredible. The crisp, the flavor, awesome. Yeah, we made loaded baked potatoes. I'll put a picture. And then bacon. We chopped it all up, put some on there, and then we even kept slices. I mean, we ate the whole thing. It was so good. So good. But if you can find it, Thrilling Foods, splurge at least once to try it because it was so good. Anyway, all right, so I have some Daily Harvest meals that I finished up. Might have a picture of this too. I'm not for sure, don't remember, but I think I shared it on Instagram. I try to do that when I try like new things too. But this, again, Daily Harvest, I can link that below as well. I do have a promo for that. And these are meals that are shipped to you frozen to your front door. And no kidding, they even stay frozen here in Vegas. Crazy. But they've expanded so much, and it's so cool to see. These were the flatbread pizzas that we tried this last time. This one was the portobello and pesto, and believe it or not, I actually really liked it, even though mushroom really isn't my jam. And then the tomato and basil one, this with broccoli, very good too. I really enjoyed both of those. And then we actually tried one of the bakes out, and this was the Giganti, is that how you say it? Bean and artichoke one. This was so good. Now, once you mixed it all up after it was baked, it had like a good amount of like sauce that you could tell was kind of at the bottom. And then when you mixed it all up, it kind of didn't look super appealing, but the flavor was amazing. So good. We really liked it. We cooked all three of these things and then just kind of shared it all as one meal. It was really good. Now, these bakes though, these are kind of new to them. This is pretty like a good size frozen meal. And this is one serving technically, and it makes a lot. So I will say that like the portions of these bakes are very good. So I like that a lot too, because sometimes these frozen meals, I'm like, what you want me to do with that? That's not even an appetizer. But this is really good, and Daily Harvest is awesome because it is just like very fresh ingredients, very minimal too. I think 99% of the things that they do have too, it's all organic. It's just, you know, if they can't get their hands on certain things, but I love it. I do. And it's super nice for those that just don't have a ton of time to cook and want meals that are ready to go and are vegan friendly. So I really like them. I do. Anyway, last but not least, we have the Thrive Market veggie chips. This again was on my last Thrive haul just earlier this week. And yes, we are down one bag already. These were awesome. And one of you even mentioned that you really like the Thrive brand veggie chips. I totally agree. They were amazing, so good. A delicious medley of kettle cooked Ecuadorian root veggies. Yep. So this has like a mix of Andean potatoes, beets, sweet potatoes, and taro. I love veggie chips. It's like one of my favorite things. So good. Majority of brands out there I really love, and I am glad I got 2 bags of this because I'm on the second one already. I love it. It's so good. Anyway, that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with me today. I enjoyed hanging out with you. Hope you guys have a great weekend ahead, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys.